Ron Capps is at the ready line for round number 2 of Funny Car. His scheduled opponent is Bobby Bode. And I am told that the Bode team is having a problem, kind of like what Schumacher had. You can see up on the big screen, they are headed this way to come up here and make it. They're coming around the carousel turn, and I said this is going to be a whole lot like Tony Schumacher. Heads up on the Matco team. You got a car coming the other way, probably faster than you're going. Well, Brainerd, we had a little bit of drama in the top fuel category. Why not in the funny car category? And just by pure coincidence, both of them happen to be first pair out. But they just pulled up with the RB plastic bag Ford, and Bobby Bode made it. He's going to have a shot. Ron waits patiently. The Napa Auto Parts, Gear Wrench, Gazoo Toyota. They look like they're ready to fire Bobby's car up back there. That's all right. If he wants to fire it up there and I look forward, we'll take that. We just want to put on a show for you great Brainerd race fans. All right, Bobby Bode is at the ready line. He and Ron Capps set to go. And for those of you that may be wondering, run order, well, why do they have to go first? What if they just let everybody else go and give them a little extra time? That ain't how it works. In round number 1, number 1 qualifier gets to decide. Do you want to be first, second, third, fourth? Where do you want to run? When we get into round 2, whoever has low ET gets to decide where they want to be. The slowest winning car with lane choice was Ron Capps at 393. They checked with everybody and said, you want to be first? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. So the Napa team is first. Bobby Bode. They made it. I am told that the Bode team had an issue with the flywheel. Part of the service for these cars, every time in between rounds, of course, they completely rebuild that 500 cubic inch engine. They also replaced the clutch. And most teams either surface or have a spare flywheel, and Bobby Bode's car right now is not going into reverse. He is out there on a racetrack trying to chunk that baby in reverse. You can see him rocking it down there, see if they can make it happen, and I don't think it's going to happen. Alice throws her hands up. They're telling Bobby out of the car and over the wall, please. And Ron Capps and the Napa Auto Parts team is going to take a solo. Well, what was potentially a repeat of a Cinderella story for the Bode family ended as midnight came at 1:24 p.m. Oh, and that makes it worse. When you watch that and think, that's a winnable round. 8:53, 87 miles an hour for Ron Capps. And for Bobby Bode, heartbreak, as the car would not engage reverse at the end of the burnout. For those of you that are wondering, because these cars do not have a transmission in the conventional sense. They run high gear only. They've got a centrifugal clutch. but there's a pedal that will disengage that centrifugal clutch. And they do have a reverser. It's a very small planetary unit that bolts on the back of the bell housing that will let the car back up from the burnout. But if the clutch is dragging, if either the pack is too tight, sometimes if the engine's idling too high, you simply cannot engage reverse. And for whatever the reason was, they had a flywheel problem, I'm told, and so I'm thinking they got it together and probably didn't have time to warm it up and check that. If you ever walk through the pits when they're warming up a car, you'll see they always, while it's sitting there idling, the driver will engage reverse and then put it back and forward just to be sure they've got the proper clearances